I normally record videos outside, but it's literally 100 degrees outside. So, I'm still in nature, just in my car in nature. But I kind of wanted to let people like know, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Like, I saw this video on TikTok, and this guy was like our environment is who we are. He was like, we are our environment. And I think it's not that like black and white. I think people are trying, to get out of their environment. People are trying to change their job, maybe go sober, maybe in that abusive relationship. You know what I mean? Like, people are trying. So you cannot base someone, you know, you cannot judge someone based off of their current circumstances, because you don't know what is in the work. I get you saying, like, if you're stagnant and you're doing nothing, and you know what change, and you're not changing. I get that. But it's one thing to be like, oh, this person is lazy, or this person doesn't want best for them because they're still in this environment. Like, I can give an example for myself. Like, I'm still at home in my chaotic, toxic environment. I'm saving up to move out, because it's like I don't want to move into an apartment. Like, if I move out, I want a home. So, stacking money, like getting money, getting my mental health right, because like I'm disabled mentally, and like I have a lot of physical problems. I'm very disabled. I may not I may not come off as it, but I'm very disabled. So it's like, and I'm not even on like social security, or like it just benefits. I should be, but I'm not. So like, even being disabled, it's just like home is that it's a safe place, not mentally and emotionally, but like, let's say I lose my job, or I quit my job just for mental health purposes or health purposes. Like, I still have that home that I don't have to worry about paying rent. Like, yeah, I have to worry about getting my food and paying my bills and all that stuff, like phone bill, car insurance, debt, all that stuff. But it's like, I still have a stable place to live. But if someone who just looks at me from the outside and it's like, oh, you're still home in your toxic environment and it's affecting your mental health, like, that's a reflection of you. Actually, it's not, because I do mindfulness, I meditate, I go out in nature at least. I try to go out every day, sometimes every other day, you know what I mean, if I have the time. But it's like, I'm really trying to better myself. I'm trying to save up money. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to go after my dreams, my passions. You know what I mean? So, like, it's misleading for someone to be like, oh, look at your current situation, and that's who you are. Your current situation is a reflection of who you are, not knowing the work that is going behind the scenes. Like, you cannot judge me. You cannot judge someone without seeing the bigger picture. They say, if you want to manifest this, to remove yourself from negative environments, negative energy, negative situations. But it's like, I feel like what that thing in Milan, he said, like, the flower that blooms in adversity is like the most strongest, the most purest, or rarest at all, the most rarest of them all. It's like, if you could bloom and go after your dreams and do all this stuff and work in such a chaotic environment, just imagine what you can do when you finally get your own place, when you finally get the job you want, when you're finally in an environment that appreciates you. So, like, don't be so hard on yourself, because like, I hate when people like spread this whole like, you are a reflection of your life. Yes, to an extent. But don't say that to someone and then make someone feel like they're not doing enough, Because even waking up every day, showering, doing the bare minimum things takes a toll on you. It really does. So for someone to be like, oh, your life is a reflection of that, it's not nice. Especially people who have mental health problems, especially people who have trauma, especially people who have health problems. Like, you don't know what people are going through. Like, sometimes people are really giving it their all. So, like, I just, like, just a short little video. Like, I just want to tell people that, like, just because your life is not where it is, where you want it today, if you're working on it, if you're trying to work on the life you want, that's all that matters. Tone out the outside world. Tone out the videos you see on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube of self-improvement gurus and all this manifestation stuff. I think what feels right to you, do. Don't try to look outside of yourself to get better. Look within yourself. Connect with God. Connect with your higher self to get better. Because nobody knows you. Nobody knows your circumstance unless you're like getting mentored by someone. And even still, they don't know you. They don't know your life purpose. They don't know your soul purpose. Maybe you're supposed to be in that toxic environment and blooming and getting, developed. It's like, look at that home as like a gym. It's training you mentally, emotionally. And then you get out and you're ready to tackle the real world. You're ready to tackle life on your own. And it might be even peaceful once you're out of that environment. But you cannot let what other people say get to you. You know your life. You know your path. If you're showing up every single day as your true authentic self and being genuine and putting in work, not being lazy, and sometimes you're going to have lazy days, but if you're showing up for yourself, it's okay. Like I say, it's okay to stop and take breaks, but do not quit and do not give up on yourself. If you are not giving up on yourself, that's all that matters. Don't let what anybody tells you you're not good enough or you're in the negative environment, you're observing negative energy. Energy is true, but you have to get to the point where you could be in the most negative environment and you're just so at peace with yourself and you're surrounded by your own energy in your life. I always say, observe everything, but don't absorb it. So absorb with the O. Absorb everything, but don't absorb it with the A. I tell you, I'm disabled, bro. I'm just saying, I really am. But you know what I'm trying to say? Observe it with the O, but don't absorb it with an A. Don't take on that energy in. Be aware of people and their energy, but don't let that energy sway you. Be so grounded in your own energy and your own self that other people's energy don't sway you at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, just be confident in your journey, confident in your path. Don't let anybody tell you what you're supposed to be doing is right or wrong. If you're at a job you hate, apply to other jobs, but don't let people feel if you're not applying to other jobs, you're settling and you're being, what's that word? You're being complacent. Because they don't know you could be tired, bro. You have work the 8-hour job, and then you have to take time to do your resume and then apply. That's a lot. Take it easy, bro. Really take it easy, because you're still working. You're still making money. You're still providing for yourself and your family. Take it easy. Don't let people make you feel guilty or make you feel like you're not doing enough. As long as you know you're doing enough for yourself, that is okay. Your enough is different from someone else's enough. But you have to show up for yourself. I'm not going to tell you cannot do nothing. I'm not going to say that. I don't condone that. But I am telling you, progress is doing one thing, every day. Or even if it's not every day, continuing to do it the following day. I always say, people say, if you write a page a day, that's a whole book by the end of the year. So show up for yourself. It's not going to happen overnight. If it does, you're so blessed and lucky and boom, that's amazing. But most times it takes grind, divine timing. There's a purpose. If you take a step back, you're going to look at the whole picture. You're going to be okay, this all had to happen to make me who I am today. Maybe staying at that job long enough, you met someone or you experienced something that transformed you into who you're supposed to be in the future, or anything like that. Look at it like that. I wanted to move. But if I would have moved in the state I am right now, it would have fell apart. I have to get grounded to the point where nothing can rock me. You know what I mean? So don't care about what anybody's saying. You know yourself. You know your life. You know your purpose. That's all that matters. If it doesn't feel right in here, if you're hearing people's advice and it's making you feel uneasy, don't listen to it and turn. Take in, observe it, but don't absorb it. And that should be the whole lesson. Be aware of everything, but don't let it sway you and don't let it mess up your energy. And be so strong and grounded in your energy that no one else negative energy sways you. But you all have a blessed evening. I just wanted to say that. You guys take care, and I wish you all the best.